Welcome to the Betwits. We're having a bit of something different today. For those of you that don't know how to put a plug on, I'm going to show you. First of all, what we need to know is one plug. And if you've got a plug, you've got your 3 pins, well, earth, live and neutral. If live and neutral don't have the black sheets on there, the plugs are illegal. There are still some knocking about, although they have been out of date for quite a while. So remember, if they've not got the black sheets on, you can't use the plug. So I'm going to take this plug's been used before. I just cut the wire off, but it'll do for me to demonstrate. So we undo the big screw like so. The top comes off, and inside you're left with your neutral terminal here, your earth terminal here, and your live terminal here. So I'm just going to take these all wires out, and then I'll show you how to strip a flex and connect to it. Right then. So we've got the plug. So when you actually open it up, that's what it looks like. Like I say, neutral, live, and earth. This plug is fitted with a with a 13 amp fuse. That's the biggest fuse you'll get for this type of plug. You would use a 13 amp fuse on a washing machine, a kettle, toaster, similar sized heavy duty appliances, tumble dryers, irons. If you had a TV, I would be tempted to put a 3 amp fuse in, or a 5 amp fuse at the most for a TV or a radio or stereo. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to strip the end of the cable. Now, recommended way is to put, or the way they would show you at school, at college, or they used to show you at college when I was at college, is they'd get a knife and run the knife round there and there, then pull that off. I don't like that way of doing it because it's very easy to strip the inner cables. So what I do is I use my snips, just get a bit at a time, just keep going round a bit at a time, pulling it, just keep snipping it at a time, making sure you don't snip too far into it, otherwise you could damage the inner cable. So once you've got it round a few times, just give it bend it over a bit, keep bending it, and eventually it'll snap and pull off like that. So now we've got that, what we want to do is place it against the plug top like that. And first of all, we're going to start with the earth wire because that goes the furthest. We're going to measure the earth wire to where it wants to go. In this case, because I'm pretty good at doing this these days, the earth wire is about the right size. So what I'm going to do now is, again, using my snips, I'm just going to bite into it and flick it off. So I flick it off by keeping pressure on the snips, and then using my thumb against my hand and flicking it like that. So once we've done that, we just give the earth wire and twizzle it over. So we've got that now. What I want to do now is measure the neutral. So again, we place it on. We move the live, and we put the neutral, we bend the neutral over So the neutral wants to go there. So again, I'm just going to snip it off using my snips, and again I'm just going to apply a little pressure to there, put my thumb against it and flick it off. And again we're just going to twist the wire and bend it over. So now we've made two ends off. So now we've got to do the same with the live. So the live goes in this one here. So I'm going to put it on, and as we can see, the live's going to be a lot shorter than the others. So around about there. So I'm going to snip it off. I'm going then again with my thumb, apply a bit of pressure with my hand and flick it off, and then bend it over. So once we've got that, so now what we have to do with that is you thread it under the cord grip, but I don't tend to thread it under the cord grip because that's quite hard. So what I do is I take one of the cord grip screws totally out, being careful not to lose it. So I've got rid of one cord grip screw altogether and bent the cord grip round. And now I'm going to place the cable in, bring the cord grip back round and fit the screw back in so we can keep the wire in place. Also, while you're doing this, just be aware that your pins could slide out, so you need to keep your fingers on the pins to stop them sliding out. So now we've got it like that. So first I'm going to start with my earth. Put my earth up there and undo the terminal on the left. Now, to make life a little easier, you can put your finger on the bottom of the pin and bring the pin up so you're not messing inside the plug. Then make sure the screw's open enough. And slide the cable into the hole. Once you've got the cable in the hole, best practice then is shove it back down into the slot. That way you can get your screwdriver on and apply a bit of pressure while you screw it up. So I'm now going to do the same with the neutral and the live. So now when I get to the live, I find it easier if you flick the fuse out And then take your fuse holder live bit out, undo your screw, undo your screw, slide your wiring, but you must make sure you've got that bit to the far end of the plug, otherwise it won't fit in afterwards. So I'm going to put that there now. That goes in there. Now this is where you just got to be careful you don't stab your finger or your thumb. So I've got that in. It's quite tight now, so quite tight at this stage will do. Now put it in. I'm going to get it so it slots in the liquor slot there. Push all the pins back down, push your fuse back in. Make sure your fuse is clicked in. Just then tighten, give all your screws one last tighten, and you're ready now to put your lid on. You just give your cord a tug, make sure it's not going anywhere. Put your top on, screw your top up, and that's your plug on. Now if this was connected to something, which it isn't, I could now plug my appliance in and it should work. If it doesn't work, check your connections, make sure you haven't got any loose connections. Also check that the fuse is not dud. And that's how you put a 13 amp plug on. In the next video I'll show you how to do your caravan plug in case that ever comes needs replacing. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. This is our usual stuff that we would do, but in the current predicament we can't be out and about, so just thought I'd bring you some of these little videos to show you how to get your things done, how to get stuff done in the caravan and in the house. So you've had your socket at your plug top today, so remember, give us a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't done already, and leave us a comment. Cheers.